Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video will be a little different. It will be similar to a podcast video. So I have a KTM Duke 390 motorcycle and recently I did a repair on it myself. So it was not an easy repair and also it was not a very complicated repair, like I didn't open an engine. It was somewhere in the middle in complexity. So I did the repair by watching many YouTube repair videos, and that's why this video is not a repair video. So as there are thousands of repair videos available online. So what's this video is all about? So actually, when I was doing the repair, I found many challenges, and I wished after the repair that I knew about them beforehand so that I could have planned my repair better. So in this video, I'll be sharing those challenges and learning that I believe someone should know before they jump into the repair. So the first question is how to make up your mind to do the DI repair on your motorcycle or any vehicle. So because the repair can go wrong, and it can, if you're working on a very costly part like shockers or maybe engine, then it can cost you. So how can you make up your mind? So my bike is 7 years old, so it's an old bike, and so I thought if I do the repair myself, what can be the worst case scenario. I have to, so I did the repair on the front shocker, and so the worst case scenario for me was if I'm not able to do the repair, I have to take that shocker and go to the service center and get it repaired there, or maybe I'll totally destroy the shocker, and I was ready to buy a new shocker. So the issue with my bike I was facing was my front shocker was leaking oil, left front fork to be exact. And the first thing that comes to the mind is, okay, let's go to the service center and get it repaired. And I did exactly that. I went to the service center and I get it repaired. Uh, but the repair didn't go as planned. And after a month, I found that my shocker was still leaking. So what went wrong? I paid for all the new parts, except one, the dust cover, and the seals were replaced, the shocker oil was replaced. So why after a month it was leaking again? So the repair was done by the mechanic who was new to the service center, and actually I didn't knew about it. So what happened is, I live in a city A, and mostly I used to go to the service center in city A, and I knew who is the experienced guy, who is non-experienced guy, and if there is a complex repair, then I should wait, or that repair should be handled by the experienced guy. I will not give my bike to the newcomer for a complex repair. And this time I was in city B, and I went to the service center in city B, and I didn't knew who was the senior guy there or who is the junior guy. And my bike was repaired by the junior mechanic. He was new there, and I think he didn't do the repair correctly, and which I found later when I was doing the repair. The oil seals were placed in the shocker in the wrong direction, and maybe that's why the repair was not fixed. So the second issue was the old dust cover was installed. So in that service center at the time of the repair, all the parts were not available. So only the oil seals were available, the shocker oil was available, but the dust cover, new dust cover was not available. And because I was in a hurry, I said, okay, you can install the old dust cover. And that was my second mistake. When you go for a repair, make sure you have every part that needs to be replaced is available in the service center. Otherwise, it's better to wait for the part to be available and then do the repair, because that dust cover was very loose, and maybe some dust went into the shocker and that made it leak again. So make sure that was my second learning. So the first learning was make sure any complex repair is done by a senior mechanic. Second, make sure when you are doing the repair, when you are doing sending your bike to the service center for the repair, make sure all the parts are available that needs for that repair. So let's come back to the original question: how to make up your mind to do DIY repair on your motorcycle. So my three reasons were: first, my bike was old. It was 7 years old, and it was out of warranty. And I thought like if I am not able to do the repair, then mostly like I will take my bike to the service center and get it repaired there. And there was worst case scenario, like which is highly likely, was I will destroy the shocker and have to buy a new one. But I was ready for it. Second reason was I want to learn more about my bike so that I can do the repairs or service by myself. So I thought like this this is a good DIY project to uh, start. And the third point was like I was still in city B and I do not want to go to the same service center where I went last time and the repair didn't go as planned. So these are my three reasons. Uh, so you can like if you want to repair your motorcycle, you have to like calculate every scenario which can go wrong, may go wrong, and be ready for it. Okay, so let's come to the next question. So, to repair a shocker, I have to remove my front wheel, and when you remove the front wheel, the bike will not stay standing. So, the question is how to make your bike stay in standing position when you are removing your front wheel or front fork setup. So I had the rear wheel stand that I bought mainly for chain lubrication and cleaning, and I used it in this repair. So I used the rear wheel stand and a car tire jack under the bike engine. So after these two, my bike was totally balanced on rear wheel stand plus the car jack which was under my bike engine. So my front tire was in the air, and now like I can remove the front tire, remove the front shockers, and the bike will stay in standing position. So I also saw the YouTube videos where some hanger is used for the handles, and so to make the bike in standing position. Plus, like if you have money, you can buy the front stand as well, which will make your bike balance on rear wheel stand and front stand when you can remove your tires. Okay, so next point is how to open the bolts. So you can use a WD-40 spray to loosen the bolts. Plus, always use six-sided or six-point wrenches because they always present less chance of rounding of fasteners than 12-point wrenches. So I had like three type of wrenches with me, like three-sided, six-sided, or 3-point, 6-point, or 12-point wrenches. And in start, I used 12-point, and I was damaging the nuts. I was rounding them off, and but with some online research, I found like 6-point or six-sided wrench are the best. Like they will open the nut or they will tight the nut without damaging them. So always use six-side wrenches. Second point is some bolts are better to lose when the part is attached to the bike. So let's say like on in KTM front fork, there is a bolt on the top of the shocker, and when the shocker is removed from the bike, like you have to hold it with your one hand, and then from second hand you have to open that bolt, and it is very difficult. So better lose that bolt when the part is on the bike, because bike will act as a holder and then you can easily loosen it. So next point is learning from repairs. So mostly my repair was smooth as I was doing the repair very slowly and carefully, and it almost took me 5 hours from the start to the end. So from like making the bike stand, removing the shocker, removing the front wheel, then shocker, then opening the shocker, removing the seals, replacing the seals, replacing the oil, then again assembling the bike back. So it almost took me 6 hours. So one main point is make sure the your floor is totally covered with newspaper or some cloth, because in when you are preparing front shocker, like you have to remove the old oil and there will be oil everywhere. Uh, so make sure like the floor is totally covered so that like newspaper can soak it up or your cloth can soak it up. and and now comes the most challenging part of the repair is to remove the oil seals. And for this part you have to be very patient, because it will take the most of your time. And if you try to like force it, then you will damage your outer cylinder of the shocker. And I also did some minor damage to the outer cylinder. But if you are patient, if you follow the repair video, whichever video you are watching on the YouTube, they will tell you like how to remove the seal by using cloth or by using a tape over a screwdriver. But still like you will able but still like there will be minor damages that can be done to the outer cylinder. And for that, like keep a sandpaper ready with you, so that if any damage is done you can just like use the sandpaper to smooth it out. uh, so yeah, like keep the sandpaper handy with you. And the next point is like once the repair is done, so now we have replaced the oil seals. The next part is to clean. Now there's the best opportunity to clean the old parts, the new parts, because you have everything like disassembled. So now you have opportunity to clean the disc brakes and the dust under the front fender. So whatever parts that are difficult to clean when they are on the bike, now is the opportunity to clean them. Clean the tire seals. There are two seals on KTM front tire at the center. There is bearing also that you can check with your hand. Put a finger and try to rotate it, feel it. That should be rotating like butter smooth. So you will know like there is no bearing damage there. And you can put some new grease there and put the tire seal back. You can check the brake pads. Mine were in good condition, thick, but around the edges, because it was rainy season here, around the edges of the brake pads, it was like totally rusty, and uh, that gave me idea like now I have to remove or replace those brake pads as well. So that was a good thing. So last point is putting everything back. So make sure for screws you use thread locker or Loctite. It's a glue which keeps the screw locked in place, because I have faced this problem and have seen many videos where after a ride or during a ride some of these screws because of vibration become loose or even fall to the ground. So better to use thread locker. So that was a new learning for me. And yeah, and the thread locker comes in two types. So one is temporary, which is in blue color, and one is permanent, which comes in red color. So mostly you will be using blue color, and I suppose red color is used in engines where like you want to open a screw in a gap of 10 year or 20 year, something like that. And last but not the least, go for a ride. Enjoy the feeling that you have repaired your bike. You will feel more connected to the bike. And that's all for this video. Like if you have any query regarding this video or the repair, you can ask in the comments. Thanks for watching. Please do like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.